to put the car back on and put the AC on because it is very warm today. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like it, smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps the channel. And of course, as always, before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first. And I'll have a later on. I'll have a better update for what we got going on for this coming month coming up. But posted on update. So yeah, today is June 17th. Dawn is over here at the Burbank Hospital once again doing an infusion shot. You just dropped her off for her appointment. She's gonna be here usually 3 hours, so it may be lucky me if I might get out of here in an hour and a half if I'm lucky. If she needs another shot, it's usually 4 hours. But yeah, it's you know 12:30 almost, a little bit after 12:30. So I want to let you know how everything went with everything for this past week. Well, we had a job. We started Wednesday. We did 3 days, and I'm not returning back there. I realized that sometimes the grass isn't always greener on the outside as you might think it is. Yeah, we can use the money. Do we really need the money? Not really. As long as we're careful on what we spend every month, we're fine, And this was only supposed to be for spending money anyways, but what went on over there, I saw some things I didn't like, and nothing really negative to any one individual, but the thing of it is, my wife's not doing that well, and I'm very, very concerned about her health, and I have to be here with her in case something happens or if she needs me to bring it to the hospital, and that's what I'm dealing with a lot. And the job is, at my current age, it's too much heavy lifting and too much travel to be on the road to worry about her. If I got to be in Marlboro, or if I got to be 20 or 30 miles out somewhere, and it's going to be a couple hours before I can get home and get to her, then I'm going to have that stress and worried about going back and punching out, punching in, and that sort of thing. So, regrettably, as I didn't want to have to do this, I told him I'm not doing the job no more. And not only that, 68 years old, I'm not in the best of shape, and I hurt myself Friday. I didn't say nothing, to them about it, but my hip and my back is really, really bad right now, and it's just too much heavy lifting. You're talking between 30 and maybe 60 pounds every day, at least a half a dozen to maybe a dozen times a day, picking the orders and loading the van and then bringing it to the customer. And that's what the job consists of. And it's a nice job, but it's just not for me, and it's too stressful. So I'm not even giving them a notice. I just sent them an email, and they said thank you, but no thank you, and I can, and the reason why. And if she wants to get a hold of me, she can get a hold of me, but I'm not going back. And I tried. I got to give me credit for anyways, because at least I tried, right? And so I decided not to return, and I'm not going to pursue employment anymore. I'm just going to deal with it every day that I can deal with it with Donna, and hope every day is better than the next day. And today I did with Amazon. I had a return. Went to Kohl's. I bought 2 pairs of pants, and they both fit fine, but they were black, basically for the new job. And I didn't need 2 pairs of black pants, so I brought back one, and I'm going to send out for a different color later on. And I ordered some shirts. I had to go up one size on the shirts because the other shirts aren't fitting me right now. They fit me, but they're kind of tight, and I don't like wearing tight shirts. So this coming week, I'm going to start an egg fast tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can stick it out for a few days and start doing some beef and butter fast in between the egg fast, so I don't get so bored of the beef and butter for the egg fast. So an egg fast basically consists of eggs, butter, and cheese, and the beef and the same thing. It's just beef and cheese, beef and butter, not cheese. And so we'll see how it goes, But since I've been doing the shackles and everything, I know I could do this now with the egg fast, because I got an awful lot of carbs and a lot of calories I've been picking up. It's because I've been really, really depressed with everything that's going on with Donna, and I paid all the finances again this month. We still got a few hundred left over for the month, and we're doing pretty good. Hey, I think it's if I saw that. Hey, good afternoon, Tamika. How you doing? You miss doing game night with Anne Marie? Yeah, so do I. I should be doing that again pretty soon, I suspect. But yeah, I was just letting everybody know, Tamika, that I started a job last week. My concern is my wife. She's not doing that well. She's okay for her at times, but I don't want to be out on the road traveling and I get a call, I got to go home. And we only have the one phone, which is the phone that I have, and how is she going to get a hold of me if something happens? And, at my current age and my health too, I can't be lifting 60-pound gallons of paint there. 5 gallons of paint. Yeah, you're not doing it all day, but they were getting orders for some 5 gallon paints, and they got to pick them up, and you got to carry them out to the van, load the van up. That's just one order, and then you got another order, say like 6 gallons of paint, and you're putting 2 gallons of paint in the box. Each one of the paints weigh 15 pounds. So that's 30 pounds there. You're loading it, you're loading it all day long. You got to make sure all your orders are right. Make sure they're all separated on the van. And then you go out on location. And it's like Amazon. You're all over the place. And I can't be dealing with that. Plus, driving a van. I don't like driving the van for one. And it's really because in the van you have the box, and then you have to use your rear view mirrors because you can't see out of your rear view mirror because it's the way the van is. And yeah, it's got a camera and all that stuff there, but it's not the same thing. And it's really hard to pull in and out of streets. And you got people cutting us off last week, and I goes, oh my God. And then he was telling me that he had to travel like 50 miles one day for just to drop an order off. He was there like 4 hours. I goes, I'm not doing that. At my current age, no way. Like on the way to Donna's right now in an appointment. So I'm driving through the city and I saw FedEx pull up to the side of the truck on the street to make a delivery. He's got a big, almost about the size of a mattress. I goes, oh my God. And it's in a box with some handles, and he's carrying it up over his head. The thing must have weighed about 40 or 50 pounds. I said, I can't be doing that. So I said, bull crap at that. I'm all done. I don't care if she calls me up and asks me to stay. I'm not. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And then Saturday we had our summer stroll. I was talking to a lot of people there Saturday. Oh my God, everybody was asking me about me and everything. And so I got some video and I got some photographs and stuff like that. I got to put something together for the channel afterwards. And I've been going out on location, doing all kinds of things. But oh yeah, the first day I was there, she goes, Ron, I'm going to have you go to the bank for me. So I said, okay. So instead of having the bank right in the old town, the way where you would think it would make more sense, it's about 45 minutes away. You got to. It took me 45 minutes to get to the bank. It's just to find the damn bank. When I found it, I drove right by it, and then I had to swing the car around. That was a chore. And then I finally got to the bank and went in and made their deposit. And then I went all the way back, and an hour and a half just to get to the bank, just get to the back, get back to the place of business. And then when the other guy finally came back, we did maybe half a dozen to a dozen runs that day, and then of course as the orders come in, you got to do that. And yeah, and the other thing that pissed me off too there, Friday I made maybe we did about 15 deliveries Friday, and I had 2 minutes left to go in the shift, and I needed to go to the bathroom, and then she's having me doing stocking on the damn shelf when you really didn't need it. I goes, what the heck? I can't even go to the damn bathroom? I goes, it's like being a slave driver. I goes, no, I'm out of there. I'm sorry. I didn't say that to them. I just thought to myself, I goes, I'm not doing it no more because I don't feel as if it's the right job for me. And if I decide to go back to work, it's going to only be 2 or 3 days a week, and I don't want to work any more than 6 hours a day, and it's going to be locally, or maybe something I can get online, like maybe telemarketing or something like that. Uh, my friend Dominic there, he does telemarketing at home. He's home for 8 hours a day, and that's what he does. But if you're home, you can't. I wouldn't be able to do YouTube and that stuff until I have my break. But he's always online doing, making calls. Probably maybe he's a bill collector that collects information for people. I mean, I don't know, but maybe I could do something like that. I was thinking, but I don't know. I just don't want to do that job anymore because it's just too stressful for me. So I'm gonna see who else is online. Hey, fun times. How you doing? And yeah, we're doing really well today. Yeah, so I hurt my back last Friday lifting stuff, and I can't be doing that stuff at my current age, obviously. So just I'm trying to angle out the camera so it's not all bouncy all over the place. Yeah, so I'm in Burbank. This hospital is called Burbank Hospital. My wife goes here for her infusion shots. Every 2 weeks, I have to go down here with her, and she's usually here like 4 hours. And what that consists of is, first of all, they take blood work, and then they check it. That usually takes about half an hour to an hour. And then if she needs a shot, they give it to her. That takes another hour and a half, 2 hours, and then they check it again, and that's another half an hour to an hour. So altogether, it's about 3 hours. And the goal is to get her to where she could just go one a month, but she would have to go two appointments in a row without not having a shot, and that hasn't happened yet. But and then if these don't take, then she'll have to be on dialysis. That's what goes on with her. She's at that age where she has kidney failure, and so I just I keep praying for her every day, and I'm blessed to have her this for as long as we had her. I have her, and hopefully we'll continue on for at least another 5 or 10 more years, and who knows beyond that. But I'm taking one day at a time. So Saturday we had the summer stroll. I go into the coffee shop. And I asked the mayor, I said, how many watermelons did you pass out that day? Because they were giving away free watermelon slices. He went through 27 watermelons, the big ones, right? And the Main Street area, it started at 3 o'clock. And one of the streets, they had it all blocked off. They had all classic cars, from the 1920s and the 10s and all the way up to the 50s and 60s. I didn't see one of those flying DeLoreans like on Back to the Future, but I saw a couple of black Trans Ams and some stuff like Sanford and Sundays with those type of vehicles, and some Model Ts. And it was really cool because they had a DJ over there playing like 1950s music and stuff like that. And then they had a lot of stuff for the kids, and they had a lot of free stuff for the kids. They had pony rides. They had little like tricycles there, like animals where the kids could get on them and just pedal around inside the perimeter. And then they had a lot of vendors all set up all over the place, and they had live music going on. And I asked one of the girls there, how much did they charge you to set up a tent? She said, well, nothing, because I'm from Leominster. And they goes, okay, so now if I wanted to do some of my photography at some point, I wouldn't have to pay anything to set up. Now this Saturday they got another festival downtown, the Acadian Festival, and what that is all French food, like if you're from Canada, that type of food. And it's all French Canadian food. And so again, Donna wasn't able to come with me. She hurt her foot, and that's my concern right now, because she can barely walk and go to the bathroom, and she doesn't want to go have it checked out, and I can't force her. So what am I supposed to do? I keep asking her, you sure you don't want to go have it checked? You might have broken it, No, but I can move it. It doesn't make any difference if you can move your toe. If you broke your toe, you can still move it. But maybe it was dislocated or something like that. That's what one of my friends, Robert, was telling me Saturday. But they could put a splint on it and it would heal a lot better. But my wife's stubborn. My wife and I are just about the same way. We're both stubborn. But if it bothers her that bad to where she needs to go to the doctor, let me know. And I told her, while you're here at the hospital, why don't you just mention that to them? Because they got where she is, they can X-ray it. They can X-ray it right here, But I doubt if she'll ask them. But yeah, it's going good. I'm gonna go out for a walk today afterwards. I did yesterday. I went walking downtown. I did a 2-mile walk yesterday. I have like 35 miles of walking in already for the month. Friday night I had Friday night off. I went in Friday night around 4:45 by the time I got out of work. And Donna and I played bingo. I didn't win nothing. She didn't win anything, but she had a good crowd. She had 219 people. That's a lot for us, because they usually get about 180, maybe 160. And I don't know, they were just all coming out of the woodworks to play bingo Friday night. And so we had a good night there. And the cat's been really fine and everything. I've been doing an awful lot of walking. I'm not doing no job searching anymore. I'm just going to be plain old Ron and just stay with my weight loss. I've been picking up a lot of weight because I think I've been very, very stressed and everything like that. And now, in order for me to get back on track again, I'm going to do an egg fast for a few days and a beef and butter fast, and then I'm going to go. I'll figure out what I want to do after that. But if I got enough money to get a good supply of meat there, I'm going to go carnivore. Carnivore is just basically eggs and meat, and that's it. And we'll take that one day at a time. And that's why I got to go off plan, because I wasn't making enough money for that type of food in between. But I went down to a couple of local meat places where they give meat packages, and I want to get a couple of meat packages. I might get two different ones, or I'll get one and I'll just add some pieces to it. And then as I pick up money and go down to like a market basket and those type of stores, I could just add to it. But I'm only down to about 2 or 3 pieces of meat in my freezer. And what I want to do when I get home, I was telling my wife, is I'm gonna take that meat, put it in the other freezer. I gotta unplug that freezer and I gotta defrost it, take off all the, I want to clean it up real good before I get a meat order. In other words, because what I want to do is I might get 2 meat orders and just or one and add to it, and then go from there and just keep adding to it. So every time I go to Market Basket, I can start getting 3 or 4 of one item and just come home with it and keep loading it up until I feel satisfied with it. But and Carnivore is a nice meal plan. I was talking to Anita last night from the Ketogenic Woman. She's a great YouTube lady, by the way. She interviewed me back in September, and my channel blew up. I had like 600 subscribers now since when she interviewed me, and now I have like over 1,700. And she made a recipe. It was called meat cookies. And I go, what the hell are meat cookies? So what she did was, she took some leftover meat and she cubed it all up and really small little bite-sized chunks, bacon and stuff like that. And then she took some bacon grease. She took a couple of things of bacon grease, and she put it in these they're like pizza molds. I have one of those silicone that she used, and she put the meat in the bottom of that. And then she took one stick of butter and she melted down the butter till it got nice and brown, not burnt but brown, until it kind of like caramel. And then she took the butter and she poured it over each one of the molds, and she popped it in the freezer for like about 4 or 5 hours, and then it made a nice cookie. And it goes, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. I haven't made that yet, so I think I'm going to try that later on in the week. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Other than that, cat's doing fine. I had his nails cut last week. I was going to go bring him over there to the Petco store over there we have in our city there, but I thought maybe he would be okay to get his nails cut there. And he needs a rabies shot is what he needs there, but it cost me $150 for that, which I don't have right now. So maybe when I get that one check this week, I'll bring him over there to have his a shot done so he can be updated on his rabies. But he's an indoor cat. He's not going to go outside, but still, by law, you're supposed to have that done every so often with your pet. So, and that's where I'm at with him, and he's been really good. I've been letting him come in my room from time to time, and yeah, and so what I'm gonna do today is, after I'm done with Donna going shopping, I'm gonna go walking today, and I sent out for some more shirts, got a pair of pants that I have to have hemmed up. What else? I'm gonna do the egg fast this week, starting tomorrow. I'll film out my meals, and I got shuffle recipes going on every day to the first week of July, and then I'm already working on second week of July. So that book that I have that I was talking about before, I bought a recipe book that has 800 recipes. I wrote down 10 recipes on a piece of paper, 1 through 10, and I'm going through each individual recipe to see what I have on hand and what I can make on hand that I don't have. So, like for instance, after we're done here, Donna and I are gonna go to Hannaford's, and so when I do egg fasting, she does her own thing for meals. Like she'll get those quick meals, and so what I want to do is I saw some stuff that I don't have, so I want to get I'm not really crazy about jalapeno peppers here, but she has a lot of recipes for that. So instead of buying the actual pepper fresh, I'm gonna buy it. They have it in a jar that you can buy in the jar that's maybe not so hot, and I don't like anything too spicy, but I want to see if they might have a mild version, and I'll get one already pre-cut, and then I'll just use that. And just to get a different idea for the channel. And then they got one that has with chia seeds and flaxseed. I haven't got either one of that, so I'm going to have to get that. Now the chia seeds, there's some type of a Cajun rice there in that rice section over there. That's where you would get that. But I know where it is in the store. So I've seen it in that particular area before. And when you got all the almond flowers and the coconut flowers and all that, that's where you would get the flaxseed if your store carries it. And if it doesn't, you can always get it on Amazon. I love Amazon. But I was kind of really upset about this thing. See if to dig it out. Yeah, okay, I got it. I bought a selfie stick. I bought this at Kohl's when I brought my pants today. But the problem with this is when I pop the damn thing open, this extends up to 27 inches or 20 inches rather. It's a nice one. It's got a battery. It's $20. But the problem is when you go to extend it to put your phone in, my phone is too big for it, and I don't think there's an adjust. It adjusts only so high. The thing that opens it up to lock on your phone. So I'm just thinking that this is probably for a. It says for an iPhone or Android, but I got one of those protected cases on my phone there, and I don't know if I can make an adjustment on it to where I can open it up a little more than what it does. So if I can, I'll keep it. But it's got a flashlight, and it was only $19, but. I don't know if I can't use it. I'll bring it back. Kohl's is pretty good about that. I got the receipt anyways, but yeah. But I just bought that because when I'm out on location, I like to do a lot of talking like I'm doing right now, and I can just hold up my phone on the selfie stick and just walk around, and you can really see what's going on. I followed this YouTuber Low Carb Revelation with Paula and Ned. I've been really impressed with her. She's helped me to lose a lot of weight too. She started out keto, both her and her husband, and now she does carnivore. But she lost a ton of weight, and Women's Magazine got a hold of her this past week. And anyways, they flew her out to Detroit, and they did a complete photo shoot because they're doing like a before and afterwards because of her age bracket. Like with my age bracket at 68, I lost over 110 pounds. Actually 75 pounds now because they gained a lot of my weight back. So I'm gonna try to get back on track. But when that happened to her, she was saying she went from keto to carnivore, and now she's back in carnivore. And carnivore, she ended up losing the rest of her weight. Now, when you do the carnivore thing, if you don't run out of meat every month, and you're fine. And eventually your weight comes off again for the second or third time for me, and this would be. But yeah, I just don't like the clothes that aren't fitting. And I wanted to thank that YouTuber that made a comment about something there. I was not complaining about it. I guess I sounded like I was complaining about not having enough money and everything, but she was right though. I've been very, very blessed. I've never been homeless. We've never been hungry. We've always had food in our mouth. When we got everything we wanted and then some, so be thankful what you have, not for what you want or desire. That was her point. And that's the approach that I'm going to be approaching life now going forward. And yeah, there's a lot of people getting out of this car. It's one, two, there's three. Right, every one of these spaces just about over here, four, and just seeing about another 4 or 5 people going in. It's just too bad. I don't know if I want to use this as a swear word, but cancer sucks. This is what this place is. It's a cancer institute to where they can go get cancer treatments. And again, if the kidney thing doesn't work with my wife, she'll have to go on dialysis. I don't know what's involved with that, but other than some research I've been doing. But yeah, I'm just watching some of these people. But I'm gonna go walking this afternoon after I go to Hannaford's and just to enjoy life now is present. And now what I want to do also, the only thing that kind of like with that job that I'm not doing anymore, we were in different towns. So now I can go out to those different towns because I got the GPS on my vehicle. Just explore, take one day. I'm going to go to this town one day, just drive down there, park the car somewhere and walk around where they have the town hall, the city hall, and their local library. Just take some photographs and just see what's out there, and and that sort of thing, instead of my city all the time, which again, Saturday I tried to do a lot of video Saturday, and everybody was talking to me, and I had to stop the video, so I got a lot of video I got to edit out for later. But that's about all I wanted to say. But thank you for coming along this afternoon there with me there, and be watching for some more updates. And later on I'll have a week 198 update in the egg fast. We'll go through all the rules together and what my meal plan is going to be for the week, and what we're going to make for meals, and how we're going to go about approaching it, so I don't get so bored with the eggs and so sick of the eggs, because after a while your eggs can get very, very sickening and bland. I'll make another egg loaf. I got a half a block of cream cheese left. I can make a small little egg loaf. I think that would be pretty cool to make that again. But anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. If anybody missed anybody that might have came in late, welcome, and thank you for coming along my journey. And it's been a good journey, really. But I'm glad I don't have the pressure anymore about working anymore because I really can't deal with that anymore. In this current time with Donna and I'm really again I'm really concerned with her, and I hope that company understands. And if they don't, that's their problem. It's not mine anymore. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for coming in, and see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys. And, oh, don't forget to stay cool because it's supposed to, in our area this week there is supposed to be like 105 degrees, is saying for one day this week, and 95 and above all week after today. So have a great day and stay cool, guys. Bye.